Hello out there, this is DZ, and if you're seeing this, I just realized how silly that sounds because of course you're going to be seeing this. Right now you're seeing more footage from The Long Dark. It's been quite a while since I've played this again, but in this case this is simply the background, because this video is not going to be about The Long Dark. I just needed something relatively simple I could use in the background. Let's just put that back. Okay. Basically, to put it as simply as I can, this video is going to serve double duty for two things. First of which is just a few small little announcements, so to speak. First of all, I'd like to say that at the time of this recording, I am approximately 2 subscribers off from 300, and that's honestly outright amazing to me. I honestly can't believe that I almost have 300 subscribers at this point. That's nuts as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the fact that you guys actually want to watch what I'm doing, that you don't mind a guy like me who takes himself a little bit more seriously, I suppose, just a bit. I try to be entertaining, but at the same time I do admit I take myself a bit seriously, and I take my gaming a little seriously as well. But yeah, I mean, we've almost hit 300. The last celebration I did for a milestone was 250, which was a fair bit ago actually, but there is that whole big drop in views that supposedly happens after Christmas. So this summer, who knows, we may shoot right up there.
Probably useful.
So yeah, I mean, that's the one thing. We're just a little tiny bit away from 300 subscribers, and that is awesome. I don't know what all this stuff is doing on the floor, but okay. I'm not complaining. So that's the first thing. Secondly is that as of, again, this time recording, this should go out today, so same day I'm recording it. Tomorrow is going to be the 1 year anniversary for the channel. So I've actually been doing this for 1 year. My first video went up on June 7th of last year. So that's another kind of milestone we've reached here, the 1 year mark, without too many problems. Oh my! And again, it's been awesome. I mean, I can't imagine where, like, I'd be right now if I wasn't doing this, because ever since I took that plunge to actually try and do this, I've met so many great people. I've made so many new friends online. It's been incredible. It just honestly has. And some people closer. Some people have become quite close friends of mine as far as I'm concerned. And you know who you are. I don't need to go into details. So there. But yeah, tomorrow on June 7th for Sunday, I am hoping to do a live stream to celebrate the 1 year anniversary for my channel. Now what I'm hoping to do is, the plan is that I'm gonna go for a minimum of 12 hours. That's the minimum. The maximum, I don't know. We'll see. That kind of all depends on how long I can go, I suppose. And how long until people get sick of me. But yeah, in all seriousness, if you can, it would be much appreciated. You can come on out, you know. I have the link to my Twitch in the description for all my videos. It's twitch.tv/DesiranJ. Couldn't get just Desiran, so I had to add a J on the end. Oh, man. And hopefully we'll have a fun time. Usually continue, if you've seen a few of the videos I've streamed with her as well, dual streaming. Usually continues streaming on Sundays, so I might be able to get together with her for it as well. Just have a good old time. So, yeah, I mean, everything hopefully is looking up. The channel will continue to grow, I hope. Again, thank you to each and every one of my subscribers. I'm just amazed that, like, that you actually take the time to watch what I put out, that you actually enjoy what I'm putting out there, and it means a lot to me. It really does. I have been through some kind of difficult times as of late, and this is one of the things that just lets me relax and not worry about it, and let me just kind of kick back and keep myself together, would be the best way to put it, I suppose. So, moving on from that. I do apologize if it's a little dark. I know this game can get dark, but I wanted something nice and kind of quiet for background as I loot these cabinets.
I think I can use this.
So, now as for now there is one other purpose to this video. I have been tagged, apparently, by L-Plate Gamer. Or Gaming. Gaming. I've been tagged by L-Plate. You know who L-Plate is. He's been in a few of my videos. You know who I'm talking about. If you've seen him, Killing Floor, etc., you know who L-Plate is.
This will come in handy.
So I don't need to explain who I'm talking about. I've been tagged. He's given me 10 questions I have to answer, and at the end of this video, I pick another 3 people and my own 10 questions, which are going to be in the description for this video. And there we go. We go on from there. So, let's get on with that portion, shall we? I have his questions written down on a notepad on a second screen here, so I can read them while I am playing.
Best to be prepared for
Without
anything.
too much worry. So, question number 1. Has a game ever made you rage quit so hard you never picked it up again afterward? Now, I'm going to say this right now. I don't rage often. There are a few games that have made me rage before. As for a game that's actually made me quit completely and never pick it up again, I can thankfully say that's never happened. It's never been that bad. I have raged, but not to the point of like giving up on a game completely. Usually all I do is like, okay, the game's getting to me. I need to put it down, play something else for a day or two, and come back to it. And usually that's all I do. That's the worst it's ever gotten for me, thankfully. Number 2. Ooh. They have done a lot of updates in this game. It looks pretty awesome. I'm getting off topic. Question number 2. If any celebrity of the same gender expressed a romantic interest in you, who would it have to be to get you to even consider it? Well now, that's an interesting question, L-Plate. Hum, 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 hum. Now, how do I answer this? Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. For a good while now, I haven't watched any television. I haven't watched Netflix. Haven't even really watched too many movies. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. So my answer is going to reflect that. And I can already hear the people shouting now, fanboy. I don't care. And I say, I know you'll be watching this. You'll have my back. I'm going to say Markiplier, damn it. Because he's funny and seems like a great guy. Not to mention he is quite good looking. So there. Ha. Okay. What was the first game you ever... Question number 3. What was the first game you ever played and on what platform? That is a very simple question for me to answer, actually. For that one, very simply put, the first game I've ever played, and I'm showing my age by stating this, was the first game I can remember that I ever played was Pong, and that was actually on the Atari 2600. So there. Yes, I'm showing my age there. When I was young, I had an Atari. Oh boy. Had a wolf on my butt. Well, alright. When I was young, I did have an Atari. And, yeah. First game I ever played? Pong. So there. Oh my. Okay. Let's go ahead and deal with that wolf real quick. Okay. Hey, Wolfie. Whoa! Crap. You little bastard. Okay. Ah, crap. I missed. Okay. Sorry, let me get back to the questions. So, Pong on the Atari 2600. That's the answer to question 3. Number 4. Oh, man. If your channel became so successful that you could quit your job, would you? At this current time, I am unemployed. So I don't have a job to quit. However, the answer would be yes. Yes, yes, a million times yes. If I could actually make a living off doing this, off doing
Stuff will come in handy.
the thing that I love, then yes, I would do it. Dear God, yes. Oh my God, did I drip blood in? Wow, that's a nice addition. So yes, the answer is yes, I would. If I had a job, I would quit it if I became successful enough to live off of YouTube. Number 5. Have you ever looked forward to a game, then decided it was so bad after you played it that you regretted buying it? If so, what was it? Thankfully, I can say no to this question, that I have not. It's really hard for me, like, surprisingly enough, it's really hard for me to hate a game, outright hate a game a lot. I can hate characters in some things and such, but I've never outright hated a game. I suppose maybe like something that was free to play, but then I never paid for it, so I don't care. Yeah, usually anything that I'm willing to pay money for is something that I know about and am pretty decently I'm pretty decently aware that it's something I would enjoy. I don't make too many large purchases when it comes to games unless uh, unless I'm sure it's something that I want, or unless it's excessively cheap. If something's at a really low price, then yeah, I can pick that up. And then again, it's a situation where it was like, well, I only got it for this much, so if it's if I don't like it, if I don't enjoy it, I lost maybe $5, so not that big a deal. Okay. Number 6. If you could make your own game, what would it be? Well, now, that is an interesting question. Now, with what I've played over the last year, harking back to some of my favorite types of games, some of my favorite games in general, well, for one, it would probably be a survival horror game. I wouldn't mind some RPG elements. But if I were to go just kind of thinking off the cuff, I'd do a first person, so along the style of like Amnesia or the much more terrifying Alien Isolation. So something along those lines in perspective, and then put it in a world more like Fatal Frame. So first person, messed up ghosts coming at you and shit. You'd have to make it atmospheric and terrifying as all hell. I want a heart attack warning on that game. It would be awesome. 7. If you could play games and make videos with anyone in the world, who would it be? Refer back to my answer to question 2. I believe he's also known as Marky Moo. Yes, I'm a fanboy. Okay, move past it. Again, he just seems like it would be really fun. It really does. It's as simple as that. And there is a shared interest in the horror genre there. So, yeah. Number 8. If you could star in any movie remake in the world, what would it be and why? Now that's a bit of a harder question. So I'm trying to think now, what movie remake and why? Yeah, okay, I think I've got an answer for this. I would like to star in a remake. Well, okay. Depending on what you want to call the starring role, I would like to star in a... Let me get down off this rock. I would like to star in a remake of Black Christmas from 1974, one of the first actual slasher flicks ever made, one of the historical films in the genre, Canadian made, I'll say. Haha, even before Halloween. A remake of Black Christmas, not done like the cheesy piece of crap remake that they made in like 2010 or 2000. Oh god, that was... It was fine for just a cheese fest, but it did not do justice to the original. So I would want to do that film to have it do justice to the original film. And I would star, of course, as the killer, because honestly, his POV shots was the creepiest part of the creepiest parts of the whole movie. He was the star as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Not sure why a whole bunch of stuff is just sitting at the front of the... Is this all the extra stuff I was carrying? The encumbered by? Nope.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay. But yeah, I'd want to star as the killer, and I'd want it to do the original film justice. Simple as that. So Black Christmas. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's awesome. Unless you're not a horror movie fan and that kind of gets to you, then you probably don't want to see it. That's a pretty damn good horror movie. Pretty damn good slasher flick. Okay. Moving on. Number 9. What is your biggest fantasy? Now that's a bit of an odd question, depending on how you want to take it. Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I might sound like a bit of a sap. A little bit. But after this last year, like, of being on YouTube and meeting people, my fantasy, like, if this was Fantasy Island and I could do whatever I wished, just have this one dream come true, I would, quite simply, I would gain the wealth and the funds to be able to purchase my own island. That island would then be would then have multiple beautiful homes and beautiful homes built on it. Everything would be set up so the island could be self-sufficient, so people could live off of it without any worry or care in the world. And then I would invite every single one of my friends to live there. We would all live there together with perfect satellite wireless internet. We would live in paradise and be able to follow our dreams of YouTube forever. And we shall call this the country of Wagania. That might sound a little dumb. I don't know. The Republic of Wug? Hey, if you got other names for the country, tell me below. Put it in the comments. But you get the idea. And now for the last question, number 10. If you had to choose one food on the planet that you had to live on for the rest of your life and nothing else, what would it be? That is interesting. What would it be? I think it would quite simply be... I'm going to go with a Garfield response here and say lasagna, because that could be made in numerous different ways to actually make it interesting, despite having it many, many times. So, that is the 10 questions dealt with. As for my 10 questions, they're going to be in the description for this video, so they will be down below. And as for who I am tagging Tripwire, Aimiface Games, and Level Down Reviews. My good buddy LDR. So, the 3 of you have all been tagged. I will be notifying you on Twitter for you to do your own videos. And enjoy. I hope you'll enjoy the questions I have for you. This wasn't so bad. Hellplate, you know what? I'm glad you tagged me for this. So thanks a lot, buddy. And other than that, well, as always, this is DZ. I'll see you guys, until the next video. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you. Bye.